Okay guys, welcome back to another video. I am thelrschmo, and today we got some great information regarding Bojack Celebration coming on JP Dokkan. Bojack releases tonight for JP Dokkan. We see Zanya on the banner as well. You know, funny enough, I honestly strongly expect to see STR Cooler on this banner, just because, you know, Bojack is just a copy-paste of Cooler himself. But I don't think he will be on the banner, but I also do think he's going to be on the banner, right? So that's kind of funny to think about. So there's a lot that we got to go over, right? So first of all, shout out to this German fan page for posting the full like all the main things about the celebration. So of course, like I mentioned, we have Bojack's banner coming out tonight. Now, I've already talked about Bojack extensively in my reaction video regarding Bojack himself, his category. Like, Bojack is literally a copy and paste of Cooler, but here's the thing: I'm not gonna undersell Bojack, because by no means is he bad. Because he is very, very good. Bojack hits incredibly hard, and he has way higher defense than what Cooler does. The issue is that one, he should have been a time traveler support type unit, or fuck it, even both space warriors and time traveler support. And two, I mean, like, his link set is just not great. You're really not gonna link him up with like almost anybody else outside of, you know, other like LR Bojack and like his TUR version. Otherwise, that's it. You know, it sucks. But Bojack doesn't link up with a lot of different units like Cooler does. Cooler, you can link up with a lot of different villain type units and you'll be fine. So that's a main drawback of it. But by no means is Bojack bad, because he's hitting for like 4 or 5 million, maybe even higher. Because he also, and plus he hits higher every time because he stats attack in his full power form, right? But you know, it's really hard to say. I've already talked about Bojack a lot. He's like a mix of Cooler and Kefla in a way, because he needs orbs to bring out his full potential. Him requiring 6 orbs to bring out his maximum attacking power kind of sucks. So that is kind of an issue that I have with him, is that he needs orbs to bring out his maximum potential, but that's just me personally, right? But Bojack is very good. He's on a lot of different teams. He brings a lot, especially to Space Warriors. Space Warriors is a very, very good category, but it definitely needs a lot more to it, I would say. Realistically, it needs the addition of Broly and Golden Frieza from Resurrection F. So let's move on here. We have Dokkan Battlefield returning and an explosive chain battle. Now, this explosive chain battle is bringing the new boss, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Bojack movie. So we have 3 categories each week too: Space Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, and Namekians. Now, in game, it doesn't show STR Bojack and Zanya. Dokkan Wiki just, you know, assumed that they're going to be on like the advantageous characters, which is, you know, more likely than not, because Bojack and Zanya are not live in game, so you can't show it just yet, of course. But this might actually work out in a way. Terrifying Conquerors, I feel like, might actually be the go-to strat, because Terrifying Conquerors, you could just load up with Frieza units, and that might be the best strat in my personal opinion. I mean, the Namekians you could do, because obviously there's a ton of Piccolo units and whatnot. Actually, these are all Piccolo units, what am I fucking saying? And then obviously Space Warriors. I mean, you could, if you're an Ultra Mega Whale, and if you have like LR Bojack, TUR LR Bojack, then you get the new Dokkan Fest Bojack, you might have a better time. But you know, those are for like the Ultra Whales, right? You're better off probably running a Frieza Force, like Frieza Family Terrifying Conquerors team, or something like that. That might be the go-to strat. We'll have to wait when it goes live later, but you know, well, it's all, give it like a few days to figure out what the strategy is going to be, right? So let's continue. Oh, and also just an FYI, a lot of people have been saying like, oh, this is definitely going to be the like SSR or TUR art of the new like potentials LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan coming in like 2 weeks. This is not the case. They have never used any one of these arts outside of Chain Battle. This Broly, this God Goku, this Golden Frieza has never been a part of any other existing card outside of Chain Battle. So don't get your hopes up if this is the actual art or not. I do still strongly believe, and I'm, you know, later on I'll go into why my evidence is backed up, as to, like, you know, there will be a Super Saiyan 2 LR Gohan coming probably in like 2 weeks from now, right? But this just Chain Battle art, so, you know, just keep that in mind, of course. Let's continue. Now, here we go. This is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for. We are getting our first Super Class 120% lead in INT Gogeta, kind of a surprise out of nowhere. I honestly was expecting Physical Cooler to come out, but hey, this is fine too. Kind of odd. I feel like they would have saved Gogeta's EZA for, like, I don't know, like an actual like big time celebration featuring Gogeta. Like, my personal opinion is that, like, at the end of December, pushing towards New Year's, when JP gets their dual Dokkan festival as they usually do, my guess is that it's going to be a new Super Gogeta and Super Janemba as the units, right? It would have made more sense to put Gogeta, you know, a hype fusion EZA for a big time celebration. Not to say that Bojack isn't a hype celebration, but you get what I mean, of course. But nonetheless, he is coming. When is this? Alright, this is a week from now, right? Well, December 8th is like what? Yeah, a week from 2 days. So for like 9 days from now, excuse me. Math is overrated. So that's obviously very, very exciting. So let's talk about Gogeta, right? So before his EZA, he has causes immense damage and lowers attack and defense, attack 120%, and effective against all types. He has probably one of the best link sets in the entire game as far as fusions and superclass units goes, and he's on Fusion, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyan, Otherworld Warriors, and Final Trump card categories. Now, obviously, we don't know anything post-EZA. You know, his leader skill is probably going to go up just like all the other EZA units have been, right? But if we scroll down a bit, right, this is Rainbow, Maximum Links, there's not Max Links, Maximum EZA, Rainbow, dude, he has 19,000 attack. 19,000. That's higher than STR Cooler or Tech or in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who are sitting at like 17,000 attack. This post EZA, Gogeta is gonna hit so fucking hard. Like, here's what I'm thinking, right? This is my hypothetical opinion. So obviously they're gonna keep effective against all types. This is what I personally want. They don't even have to do too much with Gogeta, right? Because his stats alone are gonna make him hit so fucking hard. Like, he's already hitting for like 2.5 plus, right? You know, he's like full mass link level 10. And you run him on, like, say, a Movie Heroes team or something like that, he's already hitting for well over 2 million. That shit's gonna fucking skyrocket to like 3 to 4 million post EZA. Now, what they could do, here's my theoretical hope. One, give this guy defense. Just give him a flat defensive bonus of 120% defense. I feel like that would be huge for him. He doesn't need like Rainbow Key Spears like the current STR Gogeta does. Or fuck it, have him stack defense upon super attack. I feel like that would be pretty cool. And then here's my hope. He supports Fusion category allies. Fusion as a category is very lackluster compared to like Potara, for example, because Potara, obviously there's been way more Potara units, like with Kefla and Murasamasu and all the Goku Black units, so, you know, obviously it's hard to, you know, compare the two. But Fusion has a real lack of support type capability units. So here, and also defensive units. So here's my hope. One, I hope that Gogeta stacks defense upon super attack. And number two, even if it's just a small buff, give fusion category allies 30% attack and defense. That would be so beneficial for the category. So beneficial on so many levels. It's one of the many things that the category desperately needs outside of a new fusion character per se, because obviously Potara is just fucking swamped with units, with all the Vegetos, the Vegeto alone, who gets like a new unit every year, Merge Zamasu and all the Zamasu and Goku Black units, now the addition of Kefla as well, and that's not even including any other fusions that we're talking about, like Kibito Kai or something like that. So, Potara is way better in terms of Dokkan when it comes to Fusion, right? So Fusion desperately needs a huge buff. Now, my fear is that he's not going to be super good, right? Like we all think that he's going to become super good, but they might actually give him the Super Saiyan 3 Broly treatment and just give him a slight little buff and that's it. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't think they want to fuck up as hype as a character as Pink Gogeta is. Because Gogeta easily has the potential to be like one of the best EZA units in the game and one of the best TURs in the game, flat out, right? He absolutely has that potential, and his EZA could go many different ways. So it depends on what they're going to do. All we know is that one, he's going to keep effective against all types, and he's going to hit like a fucking freight train with 19,000 attack. That's all we can say right now. What I hope is that he stacks defense and supports fusion category allies, but that's just me. But nonetheless, I am very, very excited to see Gogeta get his EZA. This is very, very exciting. I can't wait to see what they do with him, right? So I've talked about Gogeta enough. Also, we have the return of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku EZA. Now, with this will bring out 2 new EZAs as well. We look right here. We have this guy, Super Saiyan Blue AGL Goku, and then Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the tech one. Both from this guy's from Resurrection F, and then this guy's also from Resurrection F. So here's the thing. Obviously, people are way more excited for this guy. This guy was a staple back in the early days of Dokkan. Like, he was very, very good, right? 100% attack when performing a super attack. They could do a lot of different things with this Goku. Now, the problem with Super Saiyan Blue Goku is that this guy, he shares the exact same name as the Kaioken Blue Goku, the AGL one, the OG. This guy, actually, he shares the same fucking name as him for whatever reason. So here's my concern: because they share the same name, is the regular TUR one, this guy, I don't think he's gonna be better than this guy. He might be better, but are they actually gonna do that? I don't know. It's really hard to say, honestly. They could do a lot with him. Give him a defensive buff, stacking attack and defense or something like that. He's on a lot of different categories: Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku Family, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple. He fits really well on a lot of different teams as well. And we scroll down right here. They haven't done it yet, but it's not officially announced, but it's like, I would say it's all but confirmed that these two are gonna get EZAs, right? So, I just lost my train of thought. Nonetheless, this guy getting EZA is going to be huge, and I really, really am excited for him. I don't want to jump into details about what he could do, because it's really hard to say about what I would like him to do. He's going to hit harder than what he usually does right now. Just give him the defensive buff, and then give him immense damage upon super attack. And, it should be okay. I don't think they need to go, super all out for this guy. They don't need to do a whole lot. Just give him defense, give him immense damage, and he should be fine perfectly. That's just my opinion, of course. Now, this guy, yeah, this guy's a little rough because he's an orb changer. Now, what they could do is that one, they could just straight up make him a nuking unit. He changes rainbow key spears to tech type key spears, and for every tech key spear obtained, he gains 30% attack or something crazy like that, right? Give him immense damage. I don't know, and then maybe give him a support type buff or something like that. Maybe, you know, it's hard to really say because like there's such a drastic difference between this guy and this guy. So, I feel like if they're gonna like try and make this guy actually viable, they would make him maybe a support type unit, make him an orb changer and a support type unit, right? I feel like that would be pretty cool to make him unique compared to the other one, who's like this guy's gonna be like the damage dealer and this guy's gonna be supporter, right? That's my personal theory about what they could do with each of them, right? And obviously they all have the same link sets. The only issue with these guys is that their link sets aren't great because of Super God Combat and Resurrection F. Obviously, Resurrection F and Dokkan hasn't been touched since like the first year or two of the first like year one of Dokkan. There has not been a Resurrection F celebration since then. So, you know, 2021 better bring a new Resurrection F dual Dokkan festival or something like that with Golden Frieza and Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta as well. I feel like that would be pretty exciting, but yeah, the lack of Resurrection F is kind of upsetting. And then moving on right here. Lastly, of course, I already talked about this earlier, is the potential of Super Saiyan 2 LR Gohan coming to Dokkan. Now here's the main thing. The story event featuring Bojack and Gohan, like, it goes from now, or excuse me, tonight, up until December 30th. Bojack's whole of festival only his Dokkan festival goes until the 17th, which is why I'm thinking here's the timeline, right? Let's scroll down to December. Bojack's banner leaves December 17th. My theory is that Gohan, like the potential LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, will come out like the 14th or something like that. Then that'll give it 2 weeks, up until the 28th, which is when we'll get the announcement of the Dual Dokkan Festival, which will release on like the 29th or the 30th, for, you know, let's say Super Gogeta and Super Janemba. That's my theory, right? That would give him plenty of time to work with, or, you know, he might even come out like on the 12th or the 13th and then leave like the 26th or 27th, right? But that's my personal theory about when Gohan would release. Now, obviously this is just a hypothetical thing, but they could do a lot with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, right? If they release him as just a flat-out Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that's going to be huge. Because look at how many fucking categories that this one EGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is on. Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Movie Heroes, Goku Family, Youth, Kamehameha, Bond of Master Disciple, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Rage, Desperate Struggle. He is on a lot of fucking categories. So, just imagine, right? Imagine how good this LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is going to be, which I can only imagine that he's going to be very, very good. Because if we're basing it off like last year, when we got LR Spirit Saiyan Goku, you know, this time last year for the Christmas celebration, he's still very, very good to this day. So, this guy, the potential of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's going to be like crazy busted. He could be a top 5 unit in the game. Just look at how many fucking teams he can fit on too. Like he has like one of the highest sets of categories outside of like the AGL LR Gohan, the Super Saiyan 1, or like AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, who each have like 10 plus categories or something like that. It's crazy, right? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this guy's 10 fucking categories. Like, yo, and you know, obviously, I don't know if this guy would get an EZA or not. I don't think so. But dude, a new LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from this movie he might actually be one of the best units in the game, just by the fact alone that he can fit on so many fucking teams. Not even including, we don't even know what he's gonna do yet. I can only imagine that he's gonna be like super uberly broken or something like that. He could be, for all we know. Or they might turn it down a bit and be like, nah, we don't want him to be like #1 or anything like that. But power scaling in Dokkan has never been an issue, but has always been an issue. So who am I to say, right? And that's it, right? That's Bojack Celebration coming to JP tonight. Bojack releases tonight. Explosive Chain Battle, what is that? Is that also, that comes out in a few days. Battlefield tonight. GOGETA comes out next week. You know, what he does, I'll have to, you know, figure it out. When we get his information, I will be making a video regarding it, right? But obviously, very, very exciting time nonetheless, right? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.